This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Morse. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, it's
a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the team.
This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Rodgers. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll go with a direct snap. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Wide receiver comes in motion. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Throwing, Williams flips it out in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that is exactly what you want on third down defense, man. You want to drop back, and you want to make sure the ball doesn't get pushed down the field past the sticks, and then you rally up and tackle. Now, it's sometimes easier said than done, but he does a great job breaking on the football, making sure he doesn't get the first down. Really good team defense.
Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on fourth down. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Wells. And he's still running after the move. Maybe some room here. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move, 1st and 10 from the 44.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes a handoff. It's Wells. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed finding them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Williams to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Snags it and he's open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
With the catch, it's Rodgers. Could not make his way to the corner.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They're setting up the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for room. It's Rodgers. There's some room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. They'll run play action. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Makes the catch. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's first and 10 from the 39. Williams. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20. First and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing deep. He's got it down the field. Bringing it back. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Stanford. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And they call this sudden change, and we talk about it up in the booth. We're hitting each other right here. Like, you got the turnover. First thing you want to do is be aggressive, take all of that momentum, and go capitalize. And what do, man? One play, a big passing play, a big answer, and big-time momentum gained in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And they'll knock him down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Williams from the gun on third down. Moving out to the right. Had to throw it before he wanted. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Williams to the air again. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates...
But, and he's got room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. NC State quick to the line.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy.
Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolfpack. A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Going to the run, it's Rodgers. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working that left side. There he goes. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Williams. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield. Seconds left. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Going right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 23 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Cardinal! The defense putting points on the board.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
NC State going up tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Red pass, it's complete. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Hauls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle.
He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, North Carolina State. That one will give them the lead.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Back to throw, it's Griffin. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Off play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Fires left. He's got it. Turns it on in midfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, a lot of space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half.
He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, NC State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that, that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking downfield, it's Griffin. It's caught. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And as we head for the fourth period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. All kinds of room to the right. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pulls it on the option. Maybe a crease. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He'll start the return inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the NC State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Here's Williams to throw. Looking down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Lined up in the gun. Williams on third down. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in on the Stanford sideline. There is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop it back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires complete on the crosser. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
That's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big man.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but turning it on! They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Williams. Firing to the right, complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Got his man. No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. They want to run this quarterback. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
It's complete to the right. There's a crease. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. NC State now operating from the red zone. A designed run for the quarterback. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Back to pass. It's Griffin. Shoots it to the left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. The line of scrimmage is the 43. That leaves this kicker with 60 yards, separating him from a game-winning kick and becoming a legend. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. We'll get it started here in overtime. Quarterback keeps it. Might have a chance. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. NC State quick to the line. Quarterback keeper. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They strike first in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To throw, it's Griffin. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. 3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point splits the uprights. Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. Motion from the wideout. They'll start this drive going to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Bought a little time, lets it go. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Calls his own number. Oh, he's got some space. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime.
Game on the line. They've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball 2nd in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a